or he attempted to have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down.
Stefon Diggs just got put on blast again after another man stepped forward with fresh accusations. And Cardi B is now convinced Offset is the mastermind stirring all this up. A new guy recently came out making some outrageous claims about Stefon, but the whole thing looks staged, though the timing is so wild that people are starting to believe it might be real. Offset was just exposed for allegedly trying to set Stefon up by sending an IG model to tempt him into cheating on Cardi. Not long after that, rumors spread that Offset even tried to get Stefon ambushed. And before that drama could even settle, another random allegation suddenly popped up out of nowhere. Now Cardi B is going off on Offset, calling him a bitter baby daddy and accusing him of causing chaos out of jealousy. And this time, she seems completely done. Like she's finally ready to shut Offset's nonsense down for good. Cardi wasn't lying when she said, "When I tell you these men ain't nothing, believe me, they'll mess with anyone. No standards, no loyalty, straight up trash behavior." Every time people think Offset can't possibly sink any lower, he somehow finds a way to outdo himself. But this time, Offset is about to learn the hard way that Cardi B is not someone you can play games with. She warned him before, "Be careful with me," and she means it. If he really tried to orchestrate a fake assault accusation against Stefon, she's not letting that slide for a second. And what makes this whole situation even crazier is just how intentional it all seems. Here's the setup. A few days ago, a guy who calls himself Baby Banks popped up online hinting that he had dirt on the boyfriend of some well-known female rapper. He posted, "I used to mess around with the current boyfriends of these female rappers." Naturally, everybody's mind immediately went to Cardi. But here's where things get even more twisted. Baby Banks is an OnlyFans performer who makes very explicit adult content. He's also openly gay. And as we all know, there have been long-running rumors floating around about Stefon Diggs possibly being on the down low and getting a little too friendly with men. Anyway, Baby Banks doubled down by posting, and then quickly deleting, a follow-up message saying, "I hate to do this, but I'm finally going to speak up about things I've been forced to keep to myself." At that point, you could already tell the drama was about to explode, but nobody knew just how messy it was really going to get. Grab your teacups, because it gets messy fast. Baby Banks dropped another post, this time a screenshot of a chat between him and Chris Griffith. If that name rings a bell, it's because Chris is the same man who accused Stefon of assault last year. So the fact that Baby Banks reached out to him is interesting, to say the least. In the messages, it looks like Baby sent Chris something about Stefon, then deleted it. Chris replied, "Man, why'd you send me a message about Diggs?" Then he added, "I just got filled in on who you are. I respect your privacy. Tell your story when you're ready." Baby responded with, "I'm sorry. I heard what happened to you and felt really bad. I don't mind speaking out. I just need clearance from my team, but thank you for reaching out." Keep in mind, this exchange happened back in October 2024, more than a year ago. That was only a few months after Stefon's brother was convicted of attacking Chris in an elevator. We'll get into Chris's background in a minute, but the timing definitely makes it seem like Baby was searching for someone who'd had similar experiences with Stefon. So what exactly is happening between Baby Banks and Stefon? Well, according to the chatter online, Baby is now implying that Stefon also came onto him, and that he's ready to speak out. Baby Banks is allegedly threatening legal action, which is reportedly why he deleted both his second tweet and the screenshot of his conversation with Chris Griffith. As I mentioned earlier, Chris was the ideal person for Baby to reach out to because he, too, had claimed last year that Stefon had made advances toward him. Chris works as a stylist for high-profile celebrities, so he's always in that inner circle. You might have seen that TMZ clip showing him being jumped in an elevator by 3 men. But that wasn't the start of the drama. According to Chris, the tension actually began a few days earlier at an event he attended with Stefon Diggs, and that's where things allegedly took a wild turn. Chris claims that Stefon spiked his drink and then attempted to make a move on him. To make matters even more complicated, Chris says Stefon had tried flirting with him prior to this, but Chris shut it down immediately, making it clear he was not interested. Initially, Chris had no intention of going public about Stefon's actions, but after being attacked in the elevator, he reconsidered. He reportedly tried raising the issue with several people in the industry, including Drake, but no one was willing to listen. Screenshots from his conversations show Chris attempting to get support, but he felt ignored, which added to the tension and confusion surrounding the situation. When Chris reached out to Drake, Drake responded, saying something along the lines of, "You want me to post a tape about you snitching on people? That's not how I operate. I didn't grow up in a circle where that's acceptable. I live by a code, and that's just how it is. Everyone has to handle their own business. I'm not telling you to act tough or advising you, but it made me feel really off. You might think I'd support that, but I don't." According to Cardi, the plan unfolded deliberately. First, a graphic video of Stefon leaked online. Initially, many assumed it featured a woman, but insiders say it was actually a man in disguise. Cardi believes Offset orchestrated the leak to further expose Stefon's alleged sexuality, but the efforts didn't stop at videos. Cardi is also convinced that Offset is behind multiple blind items circulating online, painting Stefon as gay and accusing him of assaulting men. One blind item claimed, the former A-list female rapper has a lot in common with her new boyfriend. Both have been accused of drugging men they were attracted to. Another suggested, the NFL player associated with her knows people talk about him being with men, so he always makes sure to be photographed with women throwing themselves at him. In short, the NFL player linked to the pregnant former A-plus rapper is now also being implicated in these allegations. Cardi believes Offset has been quietly targeting Stefon for a while, and the timing seems very intentional. The leaks and accusations follow just days after Stefon was exposed by an Instagram influencer via text, where Offset allegedly wrote, "A bad ninja. Give drop or don't come back around." The influencer responded, "Make sure I'm nowhere." She tried to delete the texts, but the messages were clear. Offset allegedly said, "Vince, now send the message." She added, "Offset keeps violating me, yet still messages me asking for help setting things up." And y'all, he reportedly showed no remorse. Instead of feeling bad, he escalated the drama by bizarrely claiming that Cardi and Stefon's baby was actually his. This was especially strange since he had previously denied being the father of Cardi's third child, Blossom. Cardi had to go the extra mile to prove his paternity, which may explain why Blossom doesn't smile around Offset the same way she does with Cardi. After being exposed by the IG influencer, the situation reportedly worsened. Rumors surfaced that Offset was allegedly trying to orchestrate a situation where Stefon could get jumped or harmed. An insider even confirmed, tweeting, "I just learned this is Offset's assistant's ex-girlfriend, and the evil man is trying to get Stefon shot. Both him and Cardi need protection orders immediately." Alarmingly, this message was sent the day after Offset made his My Kid post. Cardi, fed up with the ongoing chaos, had reached her breaking point. Fed up with the harassment, Cardi took to social media and wrote, "You'll think this is funny, but it's not. It's been over a year, and I'm still being threatened to the point that I genuinely fear for my life. It's all fun and games until it goes too far. My efforts to ignore it or not give attention could still turn dangerous with just one post. Just leave me alone." In a follow-up message, she expressed her fear for her safety, admitting she was terrified that her story might end up as a crime documentary.
Like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, like, yo, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see on social media about women getting killed the other day. And on the truth, like, it's like, I'm a real tough, like, I'm a tough, but you can never, there's a difference between being tough and there's a difference between somebody having an unhealthy obsession with you that you have to you gotta be concerned. And I'm really starting to be concerned. And I'm so tired because I want to detach myself from and it's like, it just doesn't stop. And it's like, when does it fucking stop? I try to be nice. I try to contact family. I try to whatever, and it's not working. And I'm so tired. I'm really getting so tired.
It seems Stefon was the main target all along, and things may have gone too far with the SA allegations. Sources claim Cardi believes Offset allegedly paid someone, possibly Baby Banks, to fabricate these stories about her man, similar to how he's been using bloggers to spread false narratives about both her and Stefon. Evidence appears to support her suspicions. Just a few days ago, a blogger named Sweet Tea exposed Offset and his associate for feeding fake stories to humiliate Cardi. Sweet Tea wrote, "Offset sent his blogger to give me bland tea on Cardi B. Apparently, Cardi isn't the drama. Alexis, who goes by Shiana, has been sliding into my DMs all summer. She got mad at me for accidentally mentioning her name in a post. But don't spill till you can handle it. For someone who might end up broke, Offset sure has a lot of cash to throw around just to embarrass Stefon." At this point, it's clear that anytime Stefon's name comes up, someone's ready to pour fuel on the fire, and Offset somehow always seems at the center of it. The wildest part? Things are only getting messier. If Offset is really orchestrating this, he has no intention of stopping. The saga isn't over, but it looks like Cardi has a few moves planned to put an end to Offset schemes once and for all. Whatever she does next is likely to shake things up, and one thing's certain, it's going to be chaotic. Stay tuned, this story is far from finished, and the fallout is bound to be explosive.